Welcome here to Talk Tennis, and welcome back to what is probably the most widely had debate in tennis, and it is all about who's the GOAT. Is it Novak Djokovic? Is it Rafa Nadal? Is it Roger Federer? It is a conversation that we all have amongst ourselves, and it's even a conversation that's had amongst the players. They are regularly asked, who is your GOAT? What is your take on the GOAT debate? And today we're going to be talking about Carlos Alcaraz, one of the most exciting young talents in the game, and he was asked actually in an interview there by Marca, and this was after he suffered a real injury scare out in Rio when he was forced to retire from his match with Montero after he rolled his ankle on the clay. But luckily for him, he will only miss just a few days. That is nothing serious at all. But I thought it was interesting in that interview, the insights that he did give, because first of all, he was asked there, which of the defeats in your career so far have been the most painful ones? Which do you look back on with real sadness? And he said there have been several defeats that have hurt me. He said, like those against Federer, of course, in major tournaments, Novak Djokovic at the ATP finals, and he said even the last one against Jarry in Buenos Aires, where he was defending his title recently and surprisingly lost that match. But Alcaraz did admit, I cried after losing in the semi-finals in Turin against Djokovic there at the end of the year. So that was an interesting insight there from Alcaraz. But it was interesting then when he was asked about the GOAT debate, what is your take on it? Who would be your pick out of the three? And Alcaraz actually broke it down as follows. He said everybody has their own perception of things. He said for some it is Djokovic, the best, for some it is Rafa, and for others it is Roger Federer. He did say though recently, Rafa did say that it was Djokovic in terms of the numbers, and he said I also think so. When you speak about numbers, Djokovic is the best in history. There is no doubt about that. But he didn't stop there. That was the interesting part there. Alcaraz actually went further than that to say, but I think to say who is best is something that goes beyond numbers. So he said there that in terms of numbers, Djokovic is the best, just as Rafa said recently, but for Alcaraz, it goes beyond numbers. And in his opinion, he said there, all three of them are right there, and for me, all three are the best. So he certainly gave a lot of credit to Djokovic there, but he did say that for him, it goes beyond numbers, and that will certainly cause a lot of debate in the tennis world there, because Djokovic fans will probably say, well, if not numbers, then what? What are we looking at here? What are we judging the GOAT debate on? Numbers may be all that we have, but I think certainly if you're on the side of Rafa Nadal, if you're on the side of Roger Federer, they will feel as though there are other aspects to it as well. But I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below on the GOAT debate. You've got Federer, you've got Rafa, you've got Djokovic. Which one would be your pick? And what do you make of Alcaraz's words here? Does that debate go beyond numbers? And is there more to it? Please do let me know all of your honest thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you indeed for tuning in and for all of your support. And I will see you soon, right here on Talk Tennis.